If you're between 55 and 65 and you're still putting £500 or £1,000 into your pension every month, purely out of habit, there's a fair chance you're making a £12,547 a year mistake. Hey, welcome back to Pension and Benefits Guide, the channel that breaks down UK retirement numbers in plain English, no jargon, just the maths that actually matters. Most retirement advice tells you to keep saving right up until the day you stop working. Aim for £1 million, they say. But that advice leaves out a guaranteed income the UK government has already committed to paying you, the full new state pension. Because most calculators ignore it, they can push you to work 3 to 5 years longer than you actually need to. So today, let's work out your coast number, the exact point where your pension stops needing new money from you and starts growing on its own. Here's the idea. Your pension is pushed by two engines. Engine 1 is your labor, the money from your salary. Engine 2 is the market, quietly compounding what you've already saved. For years, Engine 1 does all the work. Then, at some point, Engine 2 takes over and your own contributions barely matter anymore. For example, if you're putting in £10,000 a year, once your pot hits around £430,000, a 7% return adds roughly £30,100 in a single year, 3 times what you're contributing yourself. Say you already have £300,000 at age 55, and you stop adding anything. At a realistic 5% return after inflation, that grows to roughly £538,757 by age 67, purely from growth. But that figure is actually higher than you need, because it ignores something almost every calculator gets wrong for UK savers, your state pension. As of April 2026, the full new state pension is £241.30 a week, which is £12,547 a year, confirmed by the DWP. That's guaranteed, government-backed income for life, on top of your own pension. It assumes a full national insurance record of 35 qualifying years, so if you've got gaps, it's worth checking your own forecast on gov.uk. Here's where it gets powerful. Say you want £30,000 a year in retirement. Standard advice using the 4% rule says you need £750,000 saved. But subtract the £12,547 the state pension already covers, and you only need £17,453 a year from your own pot. Run that through the 4% rule, and your real target is £436,325, about 42% lower than the standard advice. That difference could be the entire reason someone works 3 or 4 extra years they never actually needed to. Quick reminder before we continue, if this kind of breakdown is helpful, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me where you think you stand. It really helps this channel reach more people. Now, one catch. The state pension age is rising from 66 to 67 between April 2026 and April 2028. If you were born on or after the 6th of March, 1961, your pension won't land until 67. So if you retire at 65, you'll need £25,000 to £30,000 a year from your own savings to bridge that gap first. And here's where the real impact becomes clear for higher earners. If you earn over £50,270, you're getting 40% tax relief on pension contributions, so stopping feels like handing money to HMRC. The fix isn't to stop saving, it's to redirect that same money into an ISA instead. For 2026 to 2027, the ISA allowance is £20,000, completely tax-free on growth and withdrawals. Note that from April 2027, the cash ISA limit for under 65s drops to £12,000, though stocks and shares ISAs stay unaffected. This matters because pension money is locked away, accessible from 55 now, rising to 57 from 2028. An ISA gives you money you can reach on your own terms, anytime. Now, stopping a savings habit after 20 or 30 years feels strange, even when the numbers say it's safe. That's loss aversion, a well-known behavioral bias. You're not being asked to stop saving, just to redirect it somewhere more flexible. And if you're worried about a market crash after you stop contributing, here's the fix: keep about 2 years' worth of contributions in a cash buffer, like a high-yield savings account. That way, if the market drops, you're never forced to sell while it's down. You just wait for the recovery. So, to put this into action. First, get your state pension forecast from gov.uk and check your national insurance record. Second, take your target retirement income and subtract your state pension, that's your real gap. Third, multiply that gap by 25, using the 4% rule, to get your true coast number. If you're already within 10% of that number, you don't need to make a dramatic decision. Some people ease in by dropping to 3 or 4 days a week first. So here's the bottom line. For a lot of you watching, the math says the race is already won. The state pension is a finish line moving steadily towards you every year, whether you notice it or not. Money was only ever meant to buy back your time. Tell me in the comments, based on what you just heard, do you think you've already hit your coast number? And if this helped, subscribe, because next time we're breaking down the ISA bridge strategy step by step. See you in the next one.